set up launch box real quick. Turn off my phone. Still got to get everything set up here, folks. Let me just set this up for a minute. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of new to this still. I just got to set this up. Properties. There. And that ought to do it. Just let me know if there's not going to be any sound on this. This is actually a favorite game of mine from my childhood. It's called The Illusion of Gaia. It's actually a part of a trilogy of games I used to play. It's actually a part of a special trilogy of games called Soul Blazer Trilogy. This game has to do with a boy named Will who has psychic powers, and he ends up getting so bored with his life in this city called South Cape that he ends up going on an adventure with a bunch of his friends. No sooner was the door to Seth's house opened than a jar came flying out. What's wrong with having a little fun with my hard-earned money? It's no joke, that man. I put up with it for Seth's sake, but if it weren't for him, I'd have left a long time ago. Matter of fact, one of my favorite games, one of the first ones as a part of this franchise, actually just had a remake done for Steam that I might get in the future. It's natural for the four friends to call the seaside cave their second home. Usually when lessons were done at the school, they gathered there to play and talk and play games until sundown. What is it, Will? It's late. I'm playing cards with Seth. Wait a minute. I'm going to win again for sure. Suddenly Eric rushed in with a desperate look on his face. Ah, news! Big news! The Princess of Edward Castle has run away. They say she came to South Cape. That's all? You came in such a hurry that I thought something really bad had happened. The princess is probably that spoiled girl Kara, the one you like so much. Liar! Maybe the soldiers will come here looking for her. Soldiers from Edward Castle look so cool, I want a steel helmet too. I want to see Will's mysterious power. You haven't seen it? He can move things without touching them. He moved that statue that's in the corner of the cave. Will, show me again. Oh, it moved! Next, pick a card, any card. I'll put four cards face down. Pick the one you think is the ace of diamonds. Oh, by the way, since I saw you on here, you'd be surprised on how many anime games that never got released into the United States. Pick the one you think is the ace of diamonds. Will picks up a card. It's the ace of diamonds, of course. Ah, right. I'm speechless. Hey Seth, this is some type of psychic power, right? Yeah, it must be some kind of psychic power thing. If I didn't know any better, I'd think it was magic. Most people have 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. I think Will's psychic power is some kind of sixth sense. Seth says it's too complicated for me to understand. Seth, let's play one more game. I could only do that. South Cave. It was already dark by the time Will left the cave. I'll have to come by here again later. This guy brings up a jar that has a special item in it. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about a little more information about this game, this was actually the game that inspired a little bit of Undertale, because one of the items the character eats in this game is actually snail pie. Pig's wrecking the room, but why is there a pig in my house? Oink oink. Hamlet, you shouldn't snort at strangers. Is this your house? Yeah, so? Frankly, you look a little shabby. Well, excuse me. Your father, mother, not here, huh? Is this a picture of your parents? My father's an explorer and I know Ullman, the explorer. They say he was lost. He'll come back someday. Are you sad? No? I'd be sad if it were me. I'm sorry. Anyway, is there a piano here? No, there isn't, but Grandma Lola is a great singer. They're singing upstairs now. They have such loud voices. Welcome home, Will. When I sing opera, I lose track of the time. Dinner's not ready yet. Oh my, I haven't sung like this in a long time. Your grandmother Lola used to be a singer. I fell in love with her voice. That's why I married her. You bringing up a thing like that. Well, you shouldn't be surprised to hear that. The girl who was singing with me a minute ago. No! Scream from downstairs. It's that girl screaming. Princess, I've been looking for you. I don't know you. Be gone. What are you saying? If I don't take you home, I'll lose my head? What do I care if you lose your head? Princess! Do you think I have nothing better to do than chase you down? I must take you home. It's the king's orders. I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm King Edward's daughter, Cara. Well, I feel as though we've met before, as if we were good friends. So that girl likes to really play practical jokes. Edward Castle. There's a big viaduct under the castle. Your grandfather designed it. What? Really? There's a prison under the castle. It's built like a maze to keep prisoners from escaping. I feel bad that I built a prison where people disappear and are never heard from again. Enough serious talk. Let's eat dinner. I've made a delicious pie. Let's set it up upstairs. We sat down to a feast of snail pie with whipped cream. I only got one piece, but Grandpa Bill ate half the pie. That night, Will dreamed that Cara and he took a trip around the world. The next morning, something began to happen. I had more snail pie for breakfast. I left you a slice. Good morning, Will. A letter has come from you from King Edward. This is what is written in the letter. Bring the crystal ring from Ullman's things to Edward Castle, King Edward. I've been in a bad mood ever since I saw this letter. Oh, Will, I'll teach you a spell. When I'm upset, humming this tune makes me feel better. Willa hummed a strange melody. You've learned Lola's melody. I'm sorry if there's a lot of dialogue in this game, by the way, everybody. It's a rather immersive story. Matter of fact, let me take a break real quick and see how everybody is doing in chat right now. So, Izzy, what do you think of the game so far? I wonder if the sound's not working. Let me fix this real quick. Oh, my head hurts. Oh dear. Well there, that ought to fix it. Sorry everyone, like I said, I'm still kind of new to this. I haven't streamed well in a long time. Anyway, let me get back to the game real quick. Looks like they're still just going to be playing cards in here. So I guess in the end I'm going to have to go to King Edward's castle. Idea, folks. I'll do one dungeon in this game, then I'll show you some of the other retro games that I have. This is King Edward's castle. I must report this intrusion. Will shows the letter to the guard. A guest of the king, I'm sorry, you may pass. The princess's room. Strangers can't enter. Who is it? A guest? This is just a shabby boy. It's me, Kara. Oh, that voice! Let him in or I'll tell everyone your old nickname. Oh, pardon me, please enter. You. Yesterday, I was told to bring the crystal ring to King Edward. Terrible, it's terrible. Again, my father's trying to take something important from someone. I've escaped from the castle before, now they won't let me go out. Recently, something very strange has happened in the castle. My mother has hired a famous hunter. It's so ominous. Princess, let's go. I feel scared. My father and mother have seemed to have changed. Please save me. Take me out of here, please. Princess, please come back, Will. Business is finished, get out! I gotta go talk to the awful king. You're Will, you look so shabby. Will, did you bring the crystal ring? Good, an honest lad. Give me the ring. Are you lying to me, young whelp? Guards, throw this impudent weasel in the prison. And go to Will's house and find that ring. Yes, sir. Ma'am, save me! Did you just call me ma'am? wonder why I have to suffer so. I wonder what will become of me now. Anyway, I have to think of a way to get out of here. Someone was chained to this wall, to this ball. This moss has seen thousands of prisoners come and go. Those prisoners must have been encouraged by any sign of life. It's locked. Repeat of that same message. Yeah, I'm still kind of wandering until a little helper comes around. Soldiers' whispers come from the hole in the ceiling. Here's today's ration of bread. Even Moss drinks water. We'll taste some of the bread. The bread is hard. It's the worst thing he's ever tasted. For some reason, he really misses Mrs. Grandma Lola's creative cuisine. Time passes slowly, but the long day is ending. It pains me to think of the prisoners' feelings, not knowing what they should do. While I was trying to think of a way out, I drifted off to sleep. A familiar voice speaks from the flute. Will, this is your father. Father? You were a cute child, but now you've grown up. Isn't Grandma Lola's pie delicious? Sure, Dad. Where are you? I can't tell you now. I want you to save me. I too was once held in this cell. Look at the left-hand wall. This? Have you heard of anything from Grandpa Bill? Grandpa? He was an architect. Your grandpa knows the secret of that stone. Secret? Starting now, you will encounter a terrible thing. Do I have to? Pick up the stone your enemy left behind. The power of the crystal is contained there. That power will prove to be your ally. You must make a pilgrimage to the ruins of the world to find the mystic statues. The closer you get to the crystal, the stronger the evil power will be. Well, no time. Quickly. First to the Incan ruins. The flute's voice fades and disappears. Oink, oink. I wonder if this is Kara's pig. Well, look, there's a letter and a key tied to its tail. Letter read, sorry to hear that you're in prison. It's terrible what my father's done, but hear what I have to say. I too am a prisoner in this prison of silk and gold, but today I will leave the castle forever. You also will be free, Kara. I don't need anyone's help. I can get out myself. Yeah, right, pal. I'm Guy, the source of all life. I'll give you some advice. When you defeat all the enemies in the area, you will get a jewel that increases your abilities. Push start button to see the locations of all your enemies. Find the demons and defeat them. Thought there was a red jewel there. Your HP power has increased. When you defeat all the enemies around you, a jewel will appear. Finish this dungeon, I'll play a different game after this. It feels so good playing games from my childhood on here. I think I've had about I played so many games on the Super Nintendo growing up. It's crazy. As a matter of fact, it was actually my first console that I ever owned. My first handheld was the original Game Boy. Ouch! You wonder what that little dandelion thing is? It's actually a special character. It's one of the main characters in the game. Oh, jeez, I just died already. Man, I'm rustier than I thought. Sheesh. I lost all my dark power. That bites. Like, now let's fight these guys to get it back again. How are you all today, this Labor Day? Still got 11 enemies I have to fight. I'm getting some of my power stuff back. The one good thing about having those gems is that it'll help you revive in certain parts of the game. See, in a way, this is kind of like an action version of a coming-of-age story that they made a long time ago, when Enix used to be its own separate company from Squaresoft. Before they became the company you know now as Square Enix. At one time, this company even made a game where you can build your own robots to fight for you on it, too, called VRChat. I have a feeling one of our buddies named Auditor would have probably have liked it. Anyway, I was saying there's actually a bunch of anime games. You'd be surprised that actually came out for the Super Nintendo and original Nintendo, along with the Sega Genesis, that never made it to the United States, including games from the Dragon Ball franchise and from from anime like Sailor Moon. Honestly, I feel like some of my favorite games I like this one I wish were actually remade. I know some of my favorite games growing up were actually remade and put on Steam, which I thought was really nice. One of them being ActRaiser, which is a cross between an action RPG and a simulator game. So yeah, I'm just glad some of my games got remade. I just wish classics like this had been remade, though. There was even a fan project a long time ago where people actually tried to remake this into a 3D game. You defeat the enemies, a shiny silver dark gem will appear. You collect 100 of these, you'll gain 1 life. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm collecting also red jewels, it's also because it leads you to a bonus level later on in the game. Flower in the corner, try playing the pretty flute. You heard a soft voice from somewhere. Go to the switch on the right-hand wall. The door... excuse me. The door won't open unless you push the switch on the count of 3. When I shout push, push the switch. I know I said it wrong, but I don't care. Door is open, go in. Even though they say ActRaiser was some say that ActRaiser were actually a part of this original trilogy of games featuring Illusion of Gaia and a few others. It actually wasn't. Soul Blazer was actually the first of a trilogy of games where you got to actually restore the planet and all of its life to it. Well, here's a voice in his head. Well, I've been waiting a long time for you to come. I am Friedan, I am eternal. Let me help you on your journey. As time goes by, you'll come to understand my nature. Will gradually lose his consciousness. And I gained the form of Friedan the Knight. Your shape is only temporary. Try standing in front of the statue next to you. Record. So yeah, you can actually turn to 2 different forms in this. Friedan the Knight, that I'm as now, and later on as a character made of pure stardust. But I don't remember his name. Oh, there it is. Anyway, you'd be surprised about more information about some of the game that Deltarune is actually has some of the stuff from other games in it. Besides Snail Pie and everything, the song Megalomania that you hear in it is actually from a game called Live Alive, which has also been made to play on Steam by Square. And that is actually based off of that game's music during the main boss theme. Not many people know about that. surprised at how many games from the Super Nintendo, aka Super Famicom, actually inspired many game developers. When the enemies are destroyed, Will can return to his original shape. I thought there was a red jewel over here. Oh, yeah, there was. I saw you, but I'm surprised you could change your shape like me. I'm Lily, an Idery girl protected by the flower spirit. How? How do you know my melody and how I can only hear it? Excuse me. How do you know a melody you could only have heard from us? I learned it from my grandma Lola. She hummed it whenever she was upset. I've heard it before in some of her pie. It tastes rather unusual, doesn't it? You know my grandmother? Actually, she asked me to rescue you. The elder is calling. I have to go. We'll meet again. Goodbye, Will. There she goes, flying off into a little puff of dandelion. I'll save this right here, and I will switch to another game in a minute. Let me just see how everybody is doing in chat right now. Okay. Let me see what other game I'll play next. Let me just close this real quick in a minute. Let me see what games to play on here. Let's see. Maybe I'll play another game that not many of you guys heard of before. Let me see. Oh, I know a classic that a lot of people I know even younger than me know about. And I'll play that one. Let me just close this one. And I will stream the other one. This game is called Earthbound. And you probably all know the characters in this. Oh wait a minute, this is probably a special version I edited a long time ago. Where I add the characters from Ed, Edd, and Eddy in this. So I forgot, this is a special one that I got a long time ago. So I'm sorry if the characters look a little strange. Some of you that are watching right now might recognize these characters if you were into Cartoon Network a lot like I was. Now the question is, what name would you like to give the dog? What would you like to name the dog, everybody? Izzy, or if you're still on, what would you like to name the dog? And if you're wondering, Izzy, what I'm playing on a special thing, on an emulator called Launchbox. If you're wondering what this emulator is. Alright, I'll name him Patchy. Oop, I forgot to, oop, wrong button, sorry. Let me fix that. Oop, jeez, my controls are all messed up. Hang on a minute. Oh, okay, I forgot. Some of the controls are kind of changed around. I forgot. Controller I'm using. Ed's favorite food is. So, yeah. And of course, he loves comics. And there is the cast. Anyway, like I said before, this is actually the original characters in this game were actually in all the Smash Brothers games, like Ness, and I don't remember who else. But this is the game they originated from in games like the Smash Brothers franchise. Anyway, sorry I don't really have a more Earthbound themed background on here for the frame. And there's his sister. You can tell who she is. It's Sarah. There's his first weapon. Might as well get that equipped. What was that noise? Ed, you don't seem scared. Are you nuts? No, I want you to go check it out. Oh, okay. We'll sneak out of your room anyway, even if I ask you not to. At least change out of your jammies before you go. Besides, humans, dogs also sleep at night. Why aren't you asleep? Going on, we are going for the world record. I want to return home, but the road is closed. People are taking this meteorite situation too seriously. Don't you know what time it is? Get your butt home pronto. The meteorite has landed. The sharks are running wild in town. You kids are wandering around and I'm hungry. I hate my job. It's dangerous to go into the hilltop. Even if I advise you not to go, it won't stop you, will it? Hey you, don't you know what time it is? Ed opened the present. There's a bread roll inside. Ed takes it. In this game, instead of using potions and stuff, you use food items to help heal you and replenish special psychic points in this game. Real mess for a while. It was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to help my body stronger. However, the weaker citizens probably fainted. I was wanting to tell you, whoops, I almost told you about my, by the way, Ed, did you check my billboard? I wrote the message myself. That's my real job, you know. I'm a billboard guy. Why don't you check out my work? Treasure hunter, this is a liar ex accurate his house. Meteorite looks different than usual. It's strange and marvelous, as well as mysterious. Ooh. Nice timing, Ed. Will you do something about Pokey? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? Yes. You live in the house next to his. I see. Hey, Ed, don't be rubbernecking. You're getting in the cops. Oops. I mean, in the officer's way. You can go home now. Tomorrow, Pokey, will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. Well, might as well, like they said, head back home. Anyway, just so you guys know, one of the weirdest things in here is not only that controlled animals try to get you, but also inanimate objects come to life and try to get you. It's late. Scoot off to bed. I wonder why my screen flickered like that. That was weird. Later that night. Well, someone's been hitting the door. Oops, wrong way. Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. Hi, Land. Who could be knocking at this time of night? Would you answer it? Ew, him. Hey, listen to what I've got to say. When I took Picky to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking lovely as usual. Snicker. Anyway, I was saying, the police that were guarding the meteorite landing left suddenly to deal with the sharks. You know the sharks, they're the local ruffians, and they were really going wild. Suddenly I noticed that Picky was gone. I blame the cops, it certainly wasn't my fault at all. When my dad gets back, I know I'm gonna get it. You're my bestest friend, won't you help me find Picky? Yes. Okay, good buddy, let's blow his popsicle stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, ma'am? Dog's unreliable, but you should take Patchy along. The cracked bat in Tracy's room could help you out like this. No matter what anyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're my very own natural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it. But I think you should change out your jammies before you leave. I'll do everything I can to help you. Good luck on your adventure. You might get hungry a long way, so here's a cookie. Ed got the cookie. You can also leave anything you need with me. No, I don't need anything for you to hold, Sarah. Patchy joins you. Alright, you go on in front. I'll go follow at a safe distance. Let's get going. Okie joins you. Ed answered the phone. Hello, it's your dad. Work to exhaustion when you're young. Have you ever heard of a weird saying like this? Just remember, I'm always behind you 100%. Don't be afraid. And now that you're brave, you can do it. Don't forget to call me periodically during your adventure. I can make a record of your progress when you call me. Oh yeah, I deposited $30 into your bank account. Do you have an ATM card? Draw money from any cash machine and buy whatever you need. Good luck, my boy. I feel like such a hero. What? Well, the father of a hero at least. Slam beep. Might as well save while I'm at it right here. and there's some of the critters that can attack me if they want to. So yeah, guys, besides animals and crazy people attacking you, there's also going to be inanimate objects that'll actually come to life and try to get you too. You know what's funny? A long time ago, is that people actually were Nintendo was actually gonna try and make a Nintendo 64 version remake of Earthbound a long time ago, but I don't know why they canceled the project. In the end, though, they ended up making a sequel, though, for the Game Boy Advance, which introduced new characters and stuff to it. Excuse me. By the way, if you guys want to later, I'll even go as far as I'll play Minecraft too. If you guys want to. I even have what they call Pixelmon on Minecraft, which is basically Pokemon for Minecraft. So yeah, I just felt like doing retro games today, especially because I kind of miss playing a bunch of my old favorite games. Of course, he had to steal money, not money, food from me. Annoying crow. I got my cookie back from that stupid crow. Reminds me of the times I used to go to the redwoods. We used to go camping, where we had these birds called stellar jays, and they would actually steal food. So much go as far as to steal food from your, like baking it out of a frying pan, still being cooked, away from you when your back is just turned for a little bit. Looks like I'm gonna have to eat a bread roll soon. Ouch. It's gonna be a while for me to learn any healing abilities. So I finally leveled up again. Seriously though, I feel like games like Earthbound kind of should have been remade, since there are so many good games that were released on the Super Nintendo by Nintendo that I feel like would be awesome to be remade for newer generations to play. Because some of them have really good original storylines in it. Well, in them anyway, I meant. Glad in the end though Square Enix is actually bringing some of those old games back over time. I can understand why some of the games, though, haven't been released in the United States and only released on places like Europe, besides Japan, though, because sometimes they have kind of somewhat sad endings, like Terra Enigma, for example, which is the final game to the Soul Blazer trilogy, where the main character, falls asleep and disappears in the end of it, which is kind of depressing after he restores the entire world. So that's also kind of depressing. Oof. If I knew this was going to be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here, chicken dog. Now to get picky. Ah, oh, you woke me up. Pokey, I've been looking all over for you. You see, Pokey got scared and ran away. I'm glad you're okay at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried and sick about us. Sometimes wonder which of us is the real big brother. Picky joins you. Ed, do you hear a buzzing that sounds like a bee flying around? Yes, you can hear it. B, I am not. I am from 10 years in the future, and in the future, all is devastation. Gygas, the universal cosmic destroyer, sent all to the horror of eternal darkness. However, you must listen. Where I am from, there is a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shatter the nightmare rock and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are the boy, Ed. This is what I believe. Gygas' monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you might have time to counter the evil intentions of Gygas. 3 things are of the most importance: wisdom, courage, and friendship. The legends from the ancient times tell of these 3 boys and a girl who defeat Gygas. I will tell you more later. Go now and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Ed. Did you listen to what I had to tell you? Yes. Thank you for listening to my long story. You were as exceptional as I expected you to be. Buzz now joins you. Ed, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, he said? I'm not one of those 3, am I? Because I am not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez, my heart is almost pounding right out of my chest. By the way, if you're wondering about that bee, it's actually, I think, another form of the main character that he can turn into to travel all the way into the past to see us. And by the way, if you're wondering who Gygas is, he showed up in the original first game. The actual title to Earthbound is actually called Mother, and this is actually the second game to the trilogy in Japan. And Gygas was actually the inspiration behind the creation of Mewtwo, believe it or not, from Pokemon. Under hero, but just use this insect, I'll stomp you hard. And we have to run into this monstrosity. Now we just have to wait for Buzz to kill this giant silver man. Yeah, just for fun, I'll hit him anyway. way, you'll run into more of these Star Junior guys eventually later in the game. If you choose to play it anyway. Gain 16 experience points. Ooh, I was taking a big chance there. Came from 10 years in the future to kill me, so we can't relax yet. From now on, you'll be fighting enemies sent by Gygus, as well as humans who have evil thoughts, and they'll definitely make trouble during your adventures. Animals are also becoming violent due to Gygus' influence and the evil in their minds. It is the truth, so listen. Their dad. I'm really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really going to get it now. By the way, I'd be happy you've left sometime soon. I'm tired of your family living next door. We've loaned your father a lot of money. It may have been $100,000 or more. Well, I guess it really could have been less. But because of the loan, my family are now live in poverty. My husband is much too lenient with the children. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life. Aye! I think it's a dung beetle. Smash your guts out. So yeah, the little bug that helped us during that fight. Yeah, sad. Ah, gasp. I was much weaker than I thought. So you must now begin your adventure. See you. Oh, I just remembered. Listen to my final words. To defeat Gygus, your own power must be united with the Earth's. The Earth will then channel your power and multiply it. There are 8 points that you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these locations is called your sanctuary. One of them is near Onet. It is called Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand? Yes. Alright, you are a very intelligent young man, and... oh, the pain! Everything is getting dark. Gasp. Before I pass on, I want to give you something. It is the Sound Stone. You can record the melodies from the 8 Your Sanctuary locations into the stone. It is an awesome item. By the way, I'm almost gone. But did you want to hear the story one more time? No, thank you. Good. It's already dawn outside, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm fading fast. Gasp. Ed got the Sound Stone. Oh, sheesh, it's the camera guy I forgot in this game. You see him perfectly in the middle of the screen. This guy right there on bottom. He shows up and takes so-called photographs of your character. And has you say fuzzy pickles. Well, a great photograph will always bring back the fondest of memories. Save this real quick. Is anybody still here? Just out of curiosity. I know Izzy's here, but anybody else? Well, Izzy, you could ask others if they want to join. By the way, can you hear the game okay? Well, I might as well go to the library in the game and get a map. Hi, kids can borrow only maps at this library. Do you want to borrow one? Yes. And yes, guys, this game is actually known for breaking the fourth wall when you play too. Must be blind to think that backpack's yellow when it's obviously brown and orange. So yeah, in this game you can get special items and stuff, like instead of potions you can get like burgers and fries and all sorts of food. So you can get a can of fruit juice, cup of coffee, bag of fries, hamburger. You can even have pizza in this game. Oh crud, I didn't want to buy it. Oh well. I'll have to fight more enemies to get more money. Or go to the drugstore to see what I have. Because honestly, new armor would actually be nice. $83, okay. Let's see. Ooh, a T-ball bat would really come in handy. Cheap bracelet will take a while to earn up, though. Better get the baseball cap. Just do a quick save here. So yeah, I figured maybe besides doing VRChat on my channel, I think I might also do retro gaming on here, since I love old games so much. Since I love playing games that I grew up with. It makes me feel so happy. Hotel. Gotta use the phone in here if I want to save my game. Man, my teeth hurt. Anyway, another bunch of guys we're gonna have to fight soon are a part of members of the shark gang. In this. Sometimes you rummage through the trash cans in this game, you can actually find healing items and stuff. I'm gonna eventually run into one of the harder enemies in a little bit. There's also a bakery here to get food. You can also order pizza in parts of it. Here's one of the guys I have to fight. Oh, I'm gonna die. Already. Oh well. I'm trying to think of what other games I want to play next. You know what? I have an idea for you guys. Let me bring up what my Launchbox app on here, and I'll let you pick which game you want me to play. Hang on a minute. Let me just bring it up. Fix the settings. Here's all my Super Nintendo games. I also have original, Game Boy Advance, and all these other ones. So I have a lot. Izzy, would you like to pick one? I also have some classic PlayStation on here too. No, I think I'm actually going to take a break from gaming today, right now, and I'll continue the live stream a little later. So I'll see you all another time.